Hello, I'm Janet Schober. Welcome to this special edition of Northrop Today. Our advanced tactical fighter, the YF-23, was presented to the American public for the first time. A press conference was held at Edwards Air Force Base, providing the media with the opportunity to take pictures and ask questions. In this special edition, you'll see and hear expanded coverage of the day's events. Let's watch.
I think it's great that the world will finally be able to see this wonderful airplane we've built. You know, it looks really nice.
I'm very excited that the aircraft will be exposed to the world.
I'm more than anxious to see my kids' eyes light up as to him seeing the aircraft for the first time.
After looking at the artist's conception in the paper of our airplane and the competitors, I think ours just looks a hell of a lot better.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the public introduction of the YF-23 prototype air vehicle, which will compete to be the Air Force and Navy Advanced Tactical Fighter. Leading the corporate team which has developed the YF-23 prototype air vehicle is Northrop Corporation. Here today to speak on their behalf is Northrop President and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Kent Kressa.
The advanced tactical fighter prototypes you are about to see came to being in just 44 months. That is so quick, it may sound too easy. It may look too easy. It wasn't. Great aircraft aren't built by money or by corporations. They're built by people. And this ATF has been built by thousands of people at Northrop in California and Mac Air in St. Louis, and men and women at suppliers and subcontractors all over the country. They can't all be here today, but they are specially represented here today in the person of Mike Murphy, Operations Manager at Northrop's Production Development Center. Mike is the man directly responsible for the fabrication and assembly of the YF-23. Mike represents the dedication, the creativity, and the sheer determination of thousands of people who brought this together in just 44 months. Creating a revolution in air power, in industrial capability, is a remarkable opportunity to see individuals, organizations, corporations, and military services working at their best in their own ways and working together as a creative team. The Advanced Tactical Fighter Program has been that kind of an effort, and its success in bringing this aircraft to the world today is in the best demonstration of what cooperation can be. And now, I am honored, on behalf of the entire team, to present the YF-23, the first prototype of America's advanced tactical fighter.
peace dividend is coming due today, it is there in no small part because of the wise investments in the past in the military forces. Today, we're beginning the process to consider another peace investment. Not an investment which will pay off this year, but in the next decade and in the next century. And today, we are taking the opportunity to formally make public the YF-23, which we are preparing for flight. It is not just an aircraft. It is an investment in security and freedom for all of us.
This airplane is truly a fighter pilot's dream. With the Advanced Tactical Fighter, the Air Force will not only be able to break what used to be called the sound barrier, Mach 1, but for the very first time we'll be able to cruise there without excessive range sacrifice. And we'll be breaking the aircraft generation barrier, because truly the B-2 and the ATF are the next generation of aircraft.
From an ATF perspective, I believe that the Congress of the United States will support Secretary Cheney's position. Now, this is not going to come easy. There'll be a lot of battles, and there'll be a lot of fights, and there's going to be a lot of opinions. But from a personal point of view, I believe that they will recognize the significance of this program, and that we will be funded, and we will continue on the course of action that the MAR has established for ours.
Well, today was a great day for all of us. A lot of people were involved in this. We put a lot of hours in, both at Hawthorne and up here at Edwards. We're finally ready to show it to the world, and there it is.
Employees here at the Aircraft Division and throughout the corporation are justifiably proud of this next-generation fighter aircraft. We especially want to extend our congratulations to all those division employees who have worked on this program, and to their teammates at McDonnell Douglas. That's it for today's show. Thank you for watching.
The low-speed tests, we're only going to go up to a maximum of 30 knots ground speed. And we will evaluate how the airplane handles on the ground. We will evaluate the nose wheel steering to give the pilot a feel for how the airplane will handle when he has to taxi out for first flight. Paul is an important part of our evaluation. He's the one that will give us his evaluation of how the airplane handles. And Paul has been doing a lot of preparation for this, the low-speed and high-speed taxi tests at MacAir's ground-based simulators where we've been doing a lot of our low-speed ground handling simulation. A lot of the work that Paul has done there will be give him the feeling for the airplane so that the first time he gets in the airplane, he has an idea how it's going to handle. But he will verify that now during our taxi test.
Well, we're looking at the operation of the nose wheel steering and the brakes predominantly today. And as you might imagine, they're a bit more complex than your car steering and brakes. So we have a number of different modes that we operate in. And we tested all those modes today, and it was extremely successful. The airplane is a solid performer and taxis very well. Brakes are excellent. We had a blistering 30 knots, which is about 35 miles an hour. But that's a normal build-up approach that we use in flight tests. And we start there and, of course, build up to higher speeds, which we'll be doing very soon. I've been looking forward to this for 4 years, and a first flight for all my life. So for me, it's just the threshold of some very exciting times that we're going to have together as a team.